I call myself an electronic artist because I work with lots of electronics, and I often describe the subject of what I do as the co-evolution of humans and machines. The Oriel Factory is an exhibition slash performance on a sort of longer scale where I work with a team of people disassembling recycled technology to make robots and an environment for robots.
Here we had a small hi-fi unit which comprised a tape, a radio and a CD player. Mostly we have a motor here with a couple of belts. So you want to try not to break the speakers, they are sort of fragile. So you go gently.
For the past few years I also more and more frequently included people in my work. And this one is just an extended studio which I open to interested people who are willing to explore what I explore.
And this motor here is interesting because it drives the whole of the heads. Zip, zip, zip. Well, right now we are making a sort of family of robots. They're all made on the same sort of principle, but they're all slightly different in shapes. Okay, so what you got here is a small 3D printer. So what it does, it's fed from this filament, which is a plastic called ABS, and goes through a heating system, which is positioned just above a moving platform. So basically the plastic is melted and re-injected into a specific pattern on this little platform here. We're printing this little segment here, and the whole tail has been printed on the 3D printer. Right now the focus is on making the robots, and when we're in the gallery we'll try and make an environment for them using all the old parts. You can see the background, volunteers are cracking on, we're breaking down stuff. The assistants are making the sustainable energy station with pedal cycles. We're cutting parts for the various robots, making electronics, so it's all a full-on activity running. These solar panels feed into the sustainable energy station.
Well, these are pylons made out of bamboo canes that Paul got out of his garden. They are to hold up the power cables to supply power to the charging stations.
We're connecting up the charging stations, which are these computer cases, and running cables up the pylons, which will be strung around the studio, around the gallery, and then to the power generation area over here by the exercise bicycle.
Various volunteers are also working on contraptions made of the junk e-waste we've collected. So these are going to be audio and kinetic devices which will be distributed around the space.
The idea is to get this because it's got like this really long grate on it to just play music. There's going to be a little motor which is going to kind of go back and forth with it, and the idea is it's just going to go back and forth like that and kind of.
Yeah, I think I'll probably go home and make lots more things out of electronics, and it's given me lots of ideas using all the junk. Like, I've got several printers at home and I'd love to just take those apart and make things out of them, and yeah, it's just opened up so many possibilities that I'd never really thought about, just thinking about ways of recycling junk like that.
That's a motor with a fan attached. It's all recycled. This controller is a lamp head.
I've been working in the gallery for almost 2 weeks now, and there's been school kids coming in, groups of people coming in, and they are asking the right sort of questions. You know, they are asking questions about the tools, they want to know how the tools work, they want to know about the sustainable power, they are curious about the robots, they are intrigued about how the robots communicate. So there's a whole set of questions which are coming from the visitors. I think that the cocktail of factory, exhibition, the visibility of the sustainable energy system. All this really fires up lots of interest in people. There is a good engagement from the visitors so far.
Yes, well, as Amanda Farr, the director, said, that this is such a vibrant exhibition. She can't remember when the gallery has been so alive. And people have come to me and said, well, it looks like you've been having fun here. And for 2 weeks now, we have really been having fun.
It's really interesting the way that they've like reinvented sort of objects which have basically just been thrown out. So there's like lots of objects here which have, you know, they've been taken from recycling yards and they've just been reinvented and done weird and wonderful things with it.
We take things for granted, don't we, in this world? Everything we do, everything that's going on around us, we're not necessarily aware of it. So to see things like this, to see old computer parts and old videos and things being used in a different way, I think, you know, inevitably I'll go away from this and I'll now see things, I'll see these old pieces of electrical machinery in a slightly different light because I know now what they can be made into.
The robots, they're really like, they've got personality, which is what's so weird because they're sort of, you know, they're programmed pieces of technology. We make friends with them and they're really...
Start watching thinking actually that they're responding to you. It's really funny.
Like little creatures.